Emergency! So I just got the call. I'm almost there. I'm heading to catch a boat. I've got a bunch of sea turtles trapped in what you call a holding cage. They normally use it for jack, bait fish, to keep them alive. So when they pull the seine net, I've seen it. I was going to push a seine net video. It's going to come out after this. But I witnessed a seine net pulling the other day. They caught a whole bunch of juvenile turtles and the fishermen let them go. However, in this situation, they left the turtles in the holding cage and it's been chaos in there. I've seen it on a video, so I'm heading there now. So let's see how it goes. At this point, I don't know how it will go, but I think it will go good. You ready, small man?
Yes, Daddy.
I got Karen with me as the handyman. So let's see. You ready, sir?
Yes, Daddy.
Go on this boat there. If we wet, man. Yes, so it was one of those quick response. I didn't have time to go home for my snorkeling gear, so they gave me some from Watersport. Check to make sure it's fitting. We were good to go. You ready, sir? Watch me. You go and save it. Hey. It wasn't a far distance away, so we were quickly back to the location with the net cage. So let me explain to you what happened. Some fishermen pulled a traditional seine net on the beach. They trapped a bunch of juvenile sea turtles, as well as some jacks, as you would know it for the local bait fish. They set them in these holding pens so the fish could stay alive, so they can use them as live bait, sell them to the trawlers, etc., or even sell them to the local market. However, they're supposed to release the juvenile turtle themselves. They put all the turtle in the cage as well. There was a dead turtle on the surface and a whole bunch inside of the net. It is legal at some times of the year to hunt hard-shell turtles in Grenada. It is not legal at this point in time. The closed season would have been from the 1st of April up until the last day of August. So it was illegal to harvest any sea turtle at that point. I have the permits from the government to handle and work with sea turtles along with ocean spirits. So that's why we end up here. So from the surface we could see about 7 or 8 juvenile green turtles there. We didn't know how much there was total at the time. Let me see what we're working with. Oh, they fire so. So the plan was to get everything on video so we have some evidence of this illegal capture. Also try to find something identifiable to link this net to a specific boat or a fisherman. We couldn't find it at the time. It was an illegal catch. The fish in the net was legal. The turtles in the net was illegal. We needed a good assessment, so my plan was to get in the water, get down there, look around the side of the net just to have a head count as to how much turtle we're dealing with. But see, check it for yourself. You had at least 7 inside that alive. What? Come clearly, soldier. Go inside. You're going? Let me go inside. Yeah, let go down the one. This one here. Let it go. Turn it around, let me see. No, I would start that one. Let it go. Let it go. That one, bring down. Come on, first down. That one at the boat. Yeah, see. You see the big one? Bring that one across on this side. Huh? Bring that one over. So you can see there is a dead turtle bobbing on the surface. Would have been dead a while. What we were doing there was releasing all the small ones first. There were some bigger ones on the bottom, and those big enough to have a look again. Put them on the boat so we can process them. I did not want to do too much activity inside of the trap net because you don't want these fish to stress out. The fishermen could lose their catch. The fish was legal, the turtle was not. So I didn't really want to affect their catch, but I just tried to save the turtle. So you can see here, would have gone around again to see what's left inside. We would have taken out about 7 at that point. And just look for yourself, you'll see. There were so many others hanging around the bottom. At that point, I didn't know this is a big one, but there is a big one even bigger than all of those at the bottom of the net. You'll see it in a little while, stay tuned. But yeah, these net work, they catch the bait fish and then they put them in there. And because they shoal when they're stressed, they stay right in the middle with the fresh water flowing through so they can stay alive. The small turtle, however, would keep swimming into the net and keep swimming and swimming under stress, which some of them drowned if they tie, like this one was entangled with a rope right there. Some can drown, some can just stress out over a period of time and they can die inside of there. So we had to get them out in a timely manner. We took the small one out first, of course, left the big ones for later. Yeah, but have a look. That is who you just had there?
Yeah, I let go one.
Again.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 7 reach out now. Hold the 2 flipper. What way? All of them in the bottom of the corner here. Yeah. Like 8. Going down without the boat. Yeah, one more.
Now I have to go down there.
That big one. Careful with that big one. Leave us for last. Hold on. Hold it to flip back. So. Yeah, like that. Give me one, I'll hold the next one. What? We're gonna need 2 people for the big one. I might go back on the boat. So this sub-adult was much bigger than some of the others. It could have gotten a bit dangerous in there, but green turtles are relatively docile. You can see if you immobilize them by the flipper, they're much easier to work with. And they calm down really quick. Remember, if you're looking on, know your local legislature. Don't try this at home. Call the professionals. Call your local sea turtle hotline if you have one. Or call the law. Because if you're wondering at home, we could take legal actions against the fishermen for doing this. But the decision to do that is still pending. What was more important, we were able to take all these turtles out of that net before more of them lost their lives. You can see here, the big one is fairly calm. And the guys did a really good job. Again, I want to thank them. They were the real heroes on that day. They went out there and they capped until we got all out of the net. I wasn't a bit... One of my hand was used for videoing, while the other hand was actually grabbing turtles. I needed the video for record's sake, in case there is any follow-up to this. not just to post on YouTube. I mean, it does help post it on YouTube to raise awareness, but I needed the video for the records. Now, you're going to see some of the turtles are on their back. No harm will come to them like this. They calm down really fast. We're going to take a couple measurements and to get some information from them. We're going to put a couple tags on them and then release them. I'm going to show you the measuring part. I'm not going to show you the tagging part. They're safe there. The whole process after we got them on the boat probably took like maybe 10-15 minutes. It wasn't a long time after that. They would have been in that net probably 24 hours based on the fact that the dead turtle on the top was floating. We did also take the dead turtle. I'm going to do a necropsy on it, as you'll probably hear me say in the video. And the last one was a release. There you see it was released. So that one made it 12 turtle taken out that net, including the dead one. So 11 live ones, 1 dead one that was dead on arrival.
Like 5 lie down there, so you have to go around the bottom to see.
Okay, Alifoy, are you ready? There we go. Do me a favor, eh? Jennifer. No, you get the most of them.
What? Go on the outside, swim around the bottom. If you lie down on the bottom, you go safe.
Take the one that, take that black bag.
If that is all, we will take the dead one. After and we go.
Karen, let me hold that one down there. Okay, so let me just process them quick and send them out. Or take my phone. Better yet, take my phone. Alright, let's try it. We do this one, that one, that one, that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see the size of that one there. You think? Okay, I go do a necropsy on it, but drunk. Okay, so this little one could go and that little one could go. Okay, so we're going to release the smaller ones. What, keep it, are you holding it?
Right.
And put the tail down in the water. So when I checked my emergency kit, I only had enough tags to do 4 turtles. So we chose the 4 largest one. And we were releasing the small ones after taking the opportunity to get a couple photos with them. Of course, you know, you want to highlight the efforts that was made so that Sandals and other companies may be willing in future to help in a situation like that. The turtles, of course, most likely would have been appreciative to leave that net alive. We released the 2 small ones. You see Jennifer releasing the first one and Alifa the other. Alifa was a big help making this possible, so I like to thank her here as well. And the EHS at Sandals Grenada. I do a lot of work along with them, so it's really nice when we can collaborate on something. Most times we collaborate on things that are much safer within the legal limits. But this illegal turtle trap in there was a good opportunity to collaborate with some much needed help on the conservation efforts for sea turtles in Grenada. Okay, good. Let me work on this here quick. Let me do that one first.
You have a pen? You have a pen?
Yeah. Just right. Just put the date on top.
So it's got the 5th?
Yeah, 5th for me. 5 de mayo. Put, just name it as, I will name them after. Let's put T1. Okay. Put capital NN. You write that? 43.6. And then below that put NP. 43.9. CCW 40.6. I put PL 36.0. What species? Just put a big S there. Put CM. Put no FE. You ready?
Yes,
NN 44.7,
NT,
NT 45.5,
CCW,
CCW 39.1, PL 35.5, age juvenile, species CM. CM Chilodius midas. That could be anywhere between 3 and 5 years.
you give me something about NOFP.
No FP on that one either.
Oh, no FP.
Sex is on no worries about sex. That one go. This one.
This movie I'm gonna do next week.
You take a break, you do it already. Yeah, you finish it. And it's gone.
E3, NN.
And you see how you will race car? What's up with your tip of race car?
Yeah, man. You can take a time you want.
Notch to notch, 45.6. Notch to
NT.
tip, 46.3, sorry. That's 10246.
Tell me that long time.
Okay.
Original
One missing.
Nothing.
Okay, put this down a bit. Try this one for last. You could put some notes on that one. You have a lot of injury to the flipper, but you can sharp visit it. Why is it writing still?
No FP.
Yeah. I the only one with injuries. PL 55.1. Put it on my belly so I keep it in the hand for flavor. Why is it my house locked up people? Red, yellow. First. Yeah, we there on notch to notch, the NN 68.6, NT 69.5. That one is almost an adult, most likely a female. 61.0, most likely a
Species
female.
is still CM.
CM, that borderline into adult. But it was likely a female. Put a note below it. Yeah, injuries to the carapace as well as all the flippers. That looked like a shark was trying to eat it. Right?
Right.
WS 10292.
So that's N2WS.
Yeah, the N2 I did.
1, 2.
Most likely 0292, but I will tell you again just now. So you see with this here now. Okay, perfect. WS1. As you can see, it was very windy that day, but we got through it fairly fast. This big one, I placed a microchip on the flipper. It's one of the less invasive methods of conservation. We can now scan this turtle later, and if the tag was to come out, you can scan the turtle to know it was caught here before. This one, being a subadult, would also move to its nesting ground or its nesting grounds. So someone else may encounter it in another part of the Caribbean, probably Latin America, and they can scan that number to know it came from Grenada, because we're going to put all this information in the database. But yeah, the big fella had a quick swim off, It was just so green turtle-ish. Everything it did was so chill. Turtle try to shame me, man. Don't come on. I'm going to CJ this one for the ladies. Yep, it was a job well done. We considered it a success. Although I still had the dead turtle to necropsy at some point in the future. By the making of this video, I haven't done it as yet. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. But yeah, I wash off all that gunk, reptile gunk, you know, and get some of that salt water with my hair. We were heading back. It was a success. Again, thanks to everybody that was involved. It was really appreciated that we got to accomplish this mission. Hopefully we can get some awareness out there in the newspaper, on some of those social media to let people know it's a closed season for hardshell turtles, and if you catch juvenile turtles, do not leave them in the fish net. They can die. We probably saved 11 turtles' life today. Hey! You get wet, boy? Let me see. You didn't get wet too bad. You didn't get wet too bad. Haven't checked us yet, but I think we got some good footage. That means you're seeing this video. It was a good initiative. The Sandals people, they were amazing. They didn't have to do it, but they did it. I want to say thank you to them, of course. This time we didn't need the total hotline, but Ocean Spirits was on board. Everybody's on board. We tagged a few so that if we see them again in future, we could record, and we knew they were cutting that net that day, especially if they're cutting another net in the future. So we have that information. The tag would not do any significant harm to them. It's mildly invasive. I didn't take any other samples this time. It was an emergency situation. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Karim enjoyed it. He wasn't scared of that big turtle though. So we had one big one. Couple of the, it was only a sub-adult green, but it was a big one. Couple big juveniles and a bunch of small juveniles. There were like 12 turtle in total. I'll have to double check. There was one that was dead, but it was already dead. I'm going to do a necropsy on that one. I'm probably going to do a video for the necropsy. Stay tuned for that. I'm not doing it today though. I don't have a lot of time. But yeah, let's see. On to the next. Thanks for viewing.